Hello everyone, my name is Professor Zahoor, ex-Dean Faculty of Fine Arts, Jamia Millia Islamia, New Delhi. In this module, I am going to give a demonstration of how to make watercolor landscape with imagination. I will just throw the colors and play with them and then see what comes up. Watercolors are very flexible medium, tough as it needs control over brush and colors. It is a transparent medium in which quality of water is more than the color. It is a very interesting medium but needs proper practice and dedication. One can make landscape in watercolor in two styles, either abstract or meticulously detailed. The important factor that adds to the beauty of transparent color is the freshness of colors. Watercolor can be dealt in a spontaneous way where painting can be finished in single coat as well as in wash technique where the excessive colors are washed away and again coated with new layers of colors. Wash technique is a step-by-step process which retains the delicate transparencies. It is very important to have a good quality of rough and absorbent paper which can bear the layers of treatment. Let's start by applying water over the paper. Make the surface fully wet. Brian Crawford Young rightly says, most painters will tell you they are transported whenever they paint. The time just flies. It's the combination of having to concentrate and yet enjoy at a deep level of application of colors to canvas. It's sensual and addictive. Whichever color an artist applies in a playful mood is playing with his spirits. Being too much particular and meticulous with the brush strokes can sometimes act as hindrance in the visual flow as well as image development. Like Ted Smuskiewicz said, leave your strokes alone. This is a very important factor in the watercolor. When the paper is properly wet, it is always easy for a color to spread nicely. One can see how wonderfully crimson and blue have embraced each other. There is no deliberate mixing by rubbing of brush, but a soft blend naturally over the wet surface. It is a wet on wet technique, where colors blend together to give birth to a new tone and another shape in abstraction. The process includes play, experiment, images, moods, feelings, and colors. It is a major factor in watercolor to not to use white color, but to let the blank paper's white shade play the role. The purple on the horizon line is also spreading its roots in contrast to a small patch of white of the paper. On drying, the colors might get a bit dull. So addition to a little color here or there is a part of a painting technique. After darkening the sky slightly, darken the horizon. One can see the drop of the colors flowing downwards as there is more of water and less of pigment in the brush. Paul Klee said, "It is possible that a picture will move far away from nature and yet find its way back to reality." The faculty of memory, experience at a distance produces pictorial associations. One can see the design formed by abstraction. White is speaking its own language, and a few strokes of mauve on the horizon are creating an illusion, impression of a hut. Mauve color adds to the distance in the painting. Dark patches behind the hut are depicting trees lost in the haziness. Every stroke adds another look to a painting. Even a dot can imply an object placed at a distance. The whole scene is giving an impression of winter scene, where the hut and the trees are hazy and water is lost in the fog. The horizontal lines on white of the paper on left can be reflection in water or even strears. The whole painting can totally change and become something different with layers by layers progress. Something of one something away from what it was at initial stage. Now is the time to play with another color tone. Start applying green over the trees. This tone will bring out the trees from where they were lost in haze. They have started looking ahead of the hut now. Hut seems to be at a long distance. A few transparent strokes of lemon yellow will add more brightness to the painting and create another dimension of sunlight. The yellow on the foliage tells from which direction is the light falling on it. The bluish quality will keep on decreasing and the scene turns from gloomy to bright and hopeful. Leaving a few areas uncovered, white painting adds to the charm. If the color is pure and used in transparent coats over the lower layer, it adds luminosity to the painting. More and more mixing of the shades can make a painting look dull and stale. Mauve has taken a role of base color under the spread of yellow. If the underlayer would not have been dry, then the yellow would have turned to green and lost its identity. Application of more and more pure color will keep on making the painting fresh. But one should not forget to be playful in trying to be too much meticulous with the details. One can make out that the thing being painted are from the nature. One can recognize them with mind's eye without them having any concrete shape. Yellow has glazed the mauve surface, yet one can make out the color which was prevailing in the painting before yellow started playing its tricks. The sky has started looking dull when compared to green trees. So apply transparent coat of a little darker mauve on the edges, gradually spreading them across the whole sky. No uniformity is needed and no defined shape in watercolors. To balance the painting and create a connection between background and foreground, Add a few patches of yellow in the sky so that another visual conversation starts. The scene depicted must fertilize the imagination. Combination of space and colors should speak and create a pathway into an artist's mind and his boundless imagination and creativity. An artist can never be satisfied. Till the end, he wants to keep on refreshing the patches or add something new. He can lighten a few parts of a painting and move them away or darken a section and pull it closer. Here too, the yellow made the trees stand out. A few lines of hut have made it prominent, and darkening of horizontal line under the tree in the middle has separated it from the place where it was getting merged in the boundaries of water. If one keeps on applying the colors over the wet surface, then the color will surely merge with the one underneath. One cannot define any shape or give any outline till the lower layer is dry. Keep on adding a darker tone, and one can turn the morning scene to evening. At first, the things were lost in haze. Then got highlighted in bright yellow, and now the darkness has created more silhouettes and a three-dimensional effect. There is a continuous urge in an artist to transform the scene with his imagination, spontaneity, and awareness. His spirit wants to discover new resources and dimensions. Imaginative possibilities are endless. Just a few patches of brown in the painting has turned the water to a coarse ground. An artist governs his painting, and it is in his hand to draw the mind into a place filled with wonder, excitement, pleasure, and mystery. Placement of a few strong strokes can create an impression of bushes and stones. The total look of painting has changed because as an artist, I never get tired of my idea and continue working on a painting till I recognize it as an artwork of my mind. It's a reconstruction with the strokes of myriad mindset and numerous ideas. The color should shriek sensations, observations, ideas, and skill, and then integrate everything into coherent painterly form. Some dark patches can add third tone to a painting. Till now, once I can notice just light tone and mid. The darkest tone will grant depth to the painting. What we first and foremost want to achieve is to open the mind for true quality of colors, to give the exciting experiences of red and blue and yellow and green. Color is a manifestation of life revealed by the spirit. And that's so much true as the palette choice totally depends on an artist's mood. Which further leads to the technicalities of diffusion and highlights. In building this landscape from imagination, one can see how even a single dab of a brush is becoming an element in itself and making its own identity. Each layer of colors determines and guides the next, subconsciously based on life's everyday glances and observations of the surroundings. It becomes a poignant balance between inner vision and expertise. Like William de Raymond says, a painting is a doorway into psychological, spiritual space. It is an expression of transcendent form that opens out into the infinite. Here, in front of you, is an imaginative landscape where one saw the things not visible getting discovered, and the visible ones losing themselves in the silhouettes. There is an enchanting portrayal of colors, values, and textures arranged in the transparent layers and involved in the interlocking of lights and shadows. Arnulf Reyer said, the total over painting is developed through incessant reworking. The original motive peeped through the original motive peeped through the ages. Gradually it vanished completely. After one feels the watercolor painting has come to satisfactory end, one need to remove the masking tape from all sides, which helps in framing the artwork in on even border.